Hi, and welcome back to my series on how to be an awesome paralegal. Now, we've been discussing some different tips and tricks on how to be an extension of the attorney to be an effective legal assistant, paralegal, or legal secretary. And now, sometimes the duty of one of these roles will be conducting legal research. And generally, before I get into legal research itself, generally your corporate firms or your sometimes smaller law offices, they will create an internship position from the colleges and the especially the law schools, and they will bring in somebody from the law school and pay them an hourly wage to come in and be a law clerk and do the legal research and summaries and things like that for them, because that is an important job that an attorney needs to learn how to do as far as citations and finding cases and opinions and things like that. But sometimes it will be upon the role of the paralegal or the legal assistant to do some in-depth legal research. Now, legal research can be conducted on either Westlaw or Lexis. Now you need to know that they do some charge per click or hourly or whatever. Generally, for Lexis and Westlaw, I know that I used to work in a corporate firm where there was an individual that would come in and train it would just be like a 30-minute kind of consultating training session with the law clerk themselves on how to use the Lexis and Westlaw. But basically, you can do all kinds of different search functions. You can do people search. I mean, you can search federal, state, statutes, cases, opinions, adjudications, and of course, you can have them found by citation, topic, and name, and those different things. So it does make it easier. And then, of course, there are some free services there, but they generally do not handle things I think 1990 on your free sites, and some of these I think may not have them all, so you may have to resort to other avenues as far as like pulling up opinions that are pre-1990. So for your legal research, I did work for a firm that would not accept any printout from the internet. He just did not want any kind of opinion or anything printed out from the internet. You would need to go to the book if you found the citation or whatever you needed to go and pull it from the book. You would need to go get a copy and make a copy of it and bring it to him. If you brought him anything from the internet, he would toss it and say, go look it up. So you will need to learn, the different books and things and how to search through those. And generally, like I said, this is a role of the law clerk, but sometimes you will need to do that. Now, there are other types of legal research as well, as far as searching for party information. And the internet is a valuable research tool into finding the location, as far as like if you have a registered agent that you need to look up to put on the summons to have served, you want to look up that information through the Secretary of State. And of course you want to call them personally and verify that information over the phone, because sometimes they haven't updated things on the internet as they have them there in their office. And of course I believe most of the time it is free to call and get that information. Of course you are going to have to wait on hold typically to get that information, or wait being transferred to different departments to finally get the information you need. And generally, like this, I believe the Texas Secretary of State, they will charge you $1 per click or per search. So you do need to, of course, be wary of the expenses there as far as like searching on the internet, but you do need to verify the sources. And as far as like other party information, a valuable source was I did the litigation projects on what is it, an apartment complex, so evictions and things like that, and sometimes trying to get somebody served, or if there was so I could kind of like get the process server to be at where these people were to get them served. In my 8 years of being a paralegal, I've never had a situation where I couldn't get somebody served. Luckily, knock on wood. But by using the internet to find the location of where people are to try to get them served. Facebook, MySpace was a popular place because people did publish their public information as far as like their phone number or their address and things like that. But of course, relying on that information, you could also search for it through Nexus, Lexis, and Westlaw. Like you can search as far as like a people search. I mean, you can see like when people have, when if they ever got a fishing license, who their electricity is, where they're living, their addresses, who they're possibly related to. You can see much more information, and it's all collectively together on Westlaw and Nexus as far as like the internet. You're kind of just plugging in a name and hoping something shows up. So know your resources, get your legal research, and make sure you verify if you're not using the Westlaw and the Nexus, and they do charge. And of course, sometimes your Secretary of State does charge a fee for searches. Sometimes they are free, and of course, the internet is a reliable source. But of course, we all know that just because it's published on the internet does not mean that it's true. So be wary of your legal research.